very recently started cycling. 2021 he started cycling, and yes, single-handedly he does the cycling. Recently he has done the Karnataka, Kashmir to Kanyakumari. 27 days, and we were trying to get him in the Guinness record because he is the only person in India or probably in the world who has done that Kashmir to Kanyakumari in a single-handed. So, and again he's attempting one more Kashmir to Kanyakumari within the very good timing. So that's the reason we are uploading that for the Guinness record. So I request Swami and Sushma to hand over him the moment. Swami and Sushma. A small one.
Really likes talking to people, so I usually let him speak. Yeah, for me, I think as Grini was mentioning, it's always what you can do more. Is this the limit? Is there something more you can do? But I'm not that strong as a person mentally because I I get really bogged down when I get when I meet a lot of people around who are not so good to you when you're cycling. So I always prefer to tag with somebody. I'm not really a solo rider, and what can be better than your life partner is somebody who has to be with you, you like it or not. Yeah, we started cycling around 14 years ago, and it was really a good experience. And we like exploring, talking. I mean, meeting new people. I think something which started like fun. I think around 2016, 17 is when we met Mohan sir, and more or less similar story like how we said. So we got to know, okay, there is something which you can do beyond 100 was like the max, and my going to Mysore was a big achievement for us. So whenever we felt like doing endurance, we used to go to Mysore. So we came to know there is something more. That's how we started Praves. And yeah, it went on, and mostly we have like with a child, it was a little difficult. So we plan in a certain way that either he is there or I'm there at home or our parents. I think it's very important to have like a support system for us to continue. And we, at least what I feel is we complement each other a lot, right? We are not very alike. So that is something which keeps us together because he's like, we are like chalk and cheese when it comes to everyday life. But cycling is one common thing which keeps us together. So we felt this is something which we should pursue as a couple, and hopefully we will be able to explore more. And I think again, as your child grows up, you will have more flexibility, more time in your hands. Hopefully we will be able to do whatever Tamim and everybody else is doing, like trying to go from one end of the country to another end and one part of the world to another part. So that's some was mentioning. It is very important to keep yourself fit. Cycling is just a part of it. So we are kind of going there, trying to keep ourselves fit every day. And for me, at least, what I feel is it's a discipline more than motivation, because motivation can take you only to certain level. But if you make it into a habit that you have to cycle certain distance, or you have to walk, run, do yoga, or do go to gym, all these things are just part of your life, like how you eat, how you go to office, how you work, how you play with your children. So I think when you make it into an habit, I think you can't stay without doing that. At least one activity per day to keep yourself moving. And again, another motivation is you want to grow young together, I mean old together. So you should be able to still be able to walk, cycle, be on your own, and be able to play with your children, grandchildren without any problem. So that is something which keeps us. And I think rest of the things, he is the best person to talk more about cycling and what he does, the preparation and such. So I would leave it. Thank you so much.
I would like to call Prasadya. Other part. So, like, if I am anything today, when at least it's few of the achievements, it's because of Sushma and Prasad. This is what I would like to say. Yeah. Back, I think 2011, we met around Go Green Blue, and that's how our journey started together. So the first journey was Mysore, right? So until then, like we were just doing 20-30 kilometers, and then like we would come back by auto. That was the scenario. But when we tried Mysore ride once, and like that was 150 kilometers plus. So that gave us motivation that like okay, it is possible that like we can try something. So I I went like similar to Rajnish, like I went around Bangalore, it's like 65-kilometer outer ring road. And then the confidence grew, and so I attempted the first 200. Most of you may not know actually. There was another cycling club before BR. So I started off with that basically. So and post that like around 4-5 rides, then we got to meet Wansar. Things drastically changed once I came into BR. All of you know, rest of it is history basically, right? Like so, the scenario used to be like this: like 4 or 5 of us used to come for a 300-kilometer ride, and he would come and then he would sign the Brevia card and then he would ride with us. That was the scenario, and where we are today is a dramatic change. Right? Yeah. So I forgot to first thank Team BCC for I mean, inviting us here and yeah, letting us to speak a few words. But yeah, like yeah, I didn't finish it.
He just started.
I just wanted to thank actually, yeah, some other Rajnish, Pawan. So thank you so much for inviting us. Yeah, yeah. So like a few stats. I usually don't quote, but yeah, I thought like let's at least share so it might inspire, right? So, 14 SRs, 17,000 plus rides, 8 to 1,200 plus rides, 1 lakh kilometers, 4 SRs together.
Wow.
Recent one was the 100 breweries attempted this year. Yeah. So that was the.
That jokes.
The reason why I said like is, I mean, I have done separately. I have done 139 half marathons. Basically. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not trying to share. These are the big numbers already. What I'm trying to tell is like these numbers happen. They don't. You don't have to go behind it. They just happen. What is more important is basically the training, the dedication. Like what Rajani said about 21 days. We have to carry it on for 21 years. That's how my belief is. Like we shouldn't really look for short term. Look for long term. Basically, right? Like can you do the same thing? Let's say 15 years, 20 years down the road. If you cannot, then probably you're overkilling yourself. You should not overkill. That's what I was trying to tell. Like these numbers happen naturally. You don't have to go behind it. I have been in Brevis for 10 years. It didn't happen because like I wanted to do for 10 years. It just happens basically. We just follow it. We just happen to. You should have good partners. Like Prasad, India. This is what I mean. Solo you can go for certain distance only, but then like you need to have good partners along with you, so you can enjoy the ride also. Right? Like so, this particular joke thousand like me and Prasad particularly wanted to do it for Shashi, who has been our partner since 10 years in these long rides. It's happened. It's just that like he's an army guy, he gets posted across everywhere, so he cannot participate. But he came all the way. He just I mean, without any practice for last 6 years, he just came in and then did the 1,000. That's how, yeah, army guys. But then without sleep, 1,000 kilometers is never easy, right? Yeah. So what I was trying to tell is like, again, these any of these long races, right? Like so, yeah. If you are more into racing, I would say focus on racing and then do the race. That's good at that given age, given capacity. You should do it. But if you are more into endurance, like then you should really think twice because you should be without injury. You should do it. That is more important. My 139 half marathons, basically, I didn't have any injury. I am still proud of it. Like, I stopped for a reason because I wanted to focus more on cycling. So that's why I'm still I'm still interested in doing a full Ironman. Like we both have done two half Ironmans, and at least 4 or 5 Olympic triathlons basically, right? Like so, we would still go back into cycling and swimming and running. We do keep doing it, but yeah, point I'm trying to say is like without injury, if you can still go, that is more important, right? Because once you get injured, then the recovery is really tough, right? So the other part is my inspirations, right? Like I look at every individual as my inspiration. Like, that's what I would. I mean, if I am something, then I'm actually probably some of everyone's inspiration. Whenever I write, I do talk to them. I try to understand like what they have achieved, what they have done, what inspired them. So I try to take something out, one leaf out of every writer, right? That helps me keep motivated. I just want to tell about Sushma, right? So you won't believe the 2,000 kilometer looks, I mean, yes, it's a doable ride, but still a long ride, all that right. But the situation, scenario, what she was in is totally different. Like, I didn't have any confidence in that she will complete. The reason is, 6 months back, she had a terrible accident. She broke her shoulder. And from there to riding a 2,000 kilometers is never easy. So I take that inspiration. Right? Like, I mean, if she could do, then probably I think we can do a lot more. Right? Likewise, Tamim is a great inspiration. Right? I mean, we met him, I think, somewhere on Salem Road. First time.
sir.
1,200 kilometer ride. Yeah.
Sir, I'm
We
joining.
stopped and
எனக்கு நான் 1200 போய்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். கார்ல வரவங்க ஹெல்ப் கேட்கக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. ஆனா எனக்கு இப்ப தாண்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் எங்க சைக்கிளிஸ்ட் எனக்கு தெரியும். நானே ஃபுல் வாஷ் அவுட் என்னால ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியல. அப்பதான் அவங்கள பார்த்தேன். அவங்களே எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டு ஓட்டும் போது நம்மளுக்கு என்னன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் ஓட்டவே ஆரம்பிச்சு 87 hours 23 minutesல 1200 books. தேங்க்யூ. தண்ணி வேணுமா அது வேணுமான்றாங்க. என்னை விட்டு போனா போதுன்னு கிராஸ் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் பாக்குறேன் பின்னாடி சைக்கிள் இருக்கு.
so like again, Rini is a great inspiration. Like, I mean, so like the 200 kilometers story she was saying. Back then, like I have called her at least 6-7 times on that day, just to check where she is, because and I knew that like as a first timer, riding a Anchiti is never easy. Like I mean, so the two, yeah. And from there to today, what she's like, probably she's going to come and say, "Swami, you can do it. Come on." That's the real story, right? I think that's the inspiration. I mean, so like, we should look at everybody and how you can get inspired from them, right? Like the way Samad, Surya, and Pawan were riding the Joke 1000, they never treated this as a 1,000 kilometer ride. I was surprised. The way they formed a train, and then they were just speeding up and then again relaxing together. But as a group, they completed the 1,000 ride. I think it doesn't matter the distance. Like if we cannot do 1,000 for whatever the reason, let's do a 15, let's do a 25. But at least if we can motivate somebody, I think that would be really nice, right? And the long rides again, like what I really love about is like Rini was mentioning, like, the places cycles can take us. There is no limit to it. So some of the wonderful landscapes that we have seen in Paris or London, even recently we have been to Thailand and Sri Lanka also. They are just amazing. But equally, I'll tell you, nothing can beat India. Simple. Nothing can beat Karnataka. As simple as that. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have been part of the Joke 1000, I think you would have realized how wonderful Karnataka is. I think that slogan is there, right? Like one state, many world. It truly is like, I don't know how many times we have done rides in Western Ghats. You will always be surprised at the beauty it throws up, right? I think it is just, so I would say like, I mean, based on our situation, based on our time available, whatever it is, like you should try and explore, right? Not the city traffic alone. Just go out and explore. If nothing,
1,000 if we cannot do it.
yes.
Any of that 1,000 kilometer stretch, 100 kilometer you take it. As Swami said, it's one of the beautiful.
Exactly.
Any of the stretch of 100 kilometers, not the first 100 from Bangalore. Otherwise, any in between any of the stretch, like Sringeri to Kollu, it's amazing.
So, like one request or suggestion that I have is, none of these long rides, none of these tough ones happen by chance. There is always a lot of background work that happens. So I always insist on the training. If you are doing the right training, that the end actual ride is just a formality. It should become just a mere formality. So the kind of hard training that you go through, it actually helps you stay strong, right? Like the muscle memory that you build, that is the one which actually takes you farther. Not just the right. I mean, not just the amazing bike. It happens so that I just completed 1,000. It's never like that. there is a hardcore training that goes. So, whatever the challenges which Rajneesh mentioned, the ones which Mohan sir is conducting, I think all of those are stepping stones towards that, right? So, I would say like do hardcore training, like never compromise on that training, because the moment you compromise, I think you will face it in the actual race, right? Like, so you go through punctures, you go through everything, you go through the strain, you go through sleeplessness, everything that you should go through the training race, right? The kind of training which Sanjay and Ganesh do, it's just amazing. Like that will help you to tackle anything. Like I don't think he was struggling in Jog 2000. He was just taking it very easy, right? So that's how it should become ideally. So I would stress more on training. Like I mean, do not think of anything else. Just focus on take the cycle. Can I prepare such a way that like I should be able to do a long ride? So frankly speaking, we have done Paris ride, the BBP ride, LEL, Thailand, Isan ride, right? I will tell you, GOH is tougher than any of these. If you have done the GOH, then probably you can do anything else.
What is GOH? Many of us.
So Gates of Heaven, 1,200 kilometers with about 14,000 meter elevation. We climb about 4 to 5 hills. Basically. So they are more tougher than any other rides that I've. So frankly, if you have attempted all of this, then what I'm saying is basically any of these international races are best doable, easily doable. So yeah, focus more on training. Focus. I mean, you don't have to rely on anybody. If you don't have anybody, just do it yourself. Right? So if you don't get anything, like go to Nandi Hills. That's the simplest one. You do multiple climbs, then you'll get the training. Yeah, yeah. Just I thought I should share whatever I have gone through, and yeah. Again, do not imagine that it's going to be a magical ride. You should start today. You should start this month. You should not really wait for too long. Right? So yeah. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you. And, wonderful. And she has a Strava record around approximately 84,000. And other than the Strava record, she has done more than 1 lakh kilometer. But as per the Strava, she has. And she's known to be an endurance. You know, she has killed it. I mean, the consistent riding and everything. And the longest she has done from east to west to east. West to east is about 3,150 kilometers. And she has completed the Isan, that's again the second longest, that is 2,020 kilometers. And after that, she has done Chota Mota ride, like, you know, Paris, and London. Recently, the 1,000 kilometers, most toughest, one of the toughest ones. And 200 and all, I mean, not for her. And thanks, Kaidi, for coming. And
Good morning.
One person over here
Yeah.
got who did 100K in 1 week, right? So it took me close to 5 years to do my first 100K. So
Okay.
it's like pretty
That's
amazing what
amazing.
you guys are doing. So I think it's like a kida, right? Once you get that in your head that you can do something normal humans do on cycle. And then I think the biggest thing is like that sense of freedom, right? Once you go out and you explore places, you feel that in running also, but in cycling, I'm a little more partial to cycling because you can go to so many different places. You can explore, like, you can't even imagine the kind of places that you can go cycling, right? So that is very special to me. I consider cycling like expression of freedom. So the longer distances you go, it's like a surprise, a shock to yourself. Like, you are able to do this, and then you want to know what is your limit, where it goes, where it is, and you want to see that potential. And I think it's everybody has that in them, right? Everyone can try to be the best for themselves.
Requires some amount of fitness. It just doesn't happen. There are so many people, I'm sure you would have seen that if they've sat down, they struggle to get up, or if they're standing and they want to sit, they need literally some kind of support. So if you take your bike, for example, your bike has certain paths, right? And for all the paths to work,
for your ride to be successful, you make sure that all the parts of your bike are functioning normally, right? You lubricate your chain, you fill air in your tires, you make sure you do that. What is it called? You check for your quick release. You do all the checks, right? For every ride. And how often do you service your bike? How often? Promise now. Exactly. So you service your bike regularly so that it can function well when you want it to, right? Or for whichever ride you're going for. Your body is just like that. It is a machine, right? So your body is made up of bones, muscles, tendons, joints, ligaments. You need to put them in proper shape so that like how Swami sir said, it's nothing is short term. See that 14, 15 years down the line, you will still be able to work well with your bodies, right? So it's exactly the same way. Just do some amount of strength training, do some amount of stretching. It always helps. Because the body is made up of muscles. At the end of the day, even if I want to lift a finger, I need that muscle to work for me. I need that joint to be able to, help me to move that finger up. So if I'm not going to take care of my body, I'm not going to work on my muscles, my joints, my tendons, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do efficiently and peacefully. So it's just compare your bodies to your bikes. You take such good care of your bikes. You decorate it, you put fancy lights. There's so many things that we do. Just spend 30 to 40 minutes every day on yourself. Make sure you strength train, please. Please. Your body will thank you later. Endurance is good. I'm not denying it. I myself am an ultra runner. But you have to make sure that you have good amount of strength training behind it so that it will complement and support your endurance.